run.
Does anybody have any questions for our upline? Anybody?
I really feel an honor to be here, and I really got your words, Doc, that we got such a fabulous lineage. I just want to say I will not let this lineage down, and I will do my part 100%. You will hear from me, and you will hear from Mexico.
You know what, and you know what, and this is what, you know.
And I'm very proud to be
well, I'm
your
proud
group.
of you to say that, and you're in our group. And you know, because this is such an, Maureen and I talk about this all the time, you know, there's so much down there that we can't collect on and we'll never, but it's such an insurance policy that there is just so much money down there that all those people, they can't quit. It's just, they, you know, they just stay, and of course, when you work the business, and we went through a period of time where we sort of semi-retired, I would always return my calls, I would always do three-ways, but I wasn't driving the business. And we were doing real estate and such, and then after you do that for a while, of course the real estate market slipped a little bit, or to a lot in some places, and I just said, Maureen, I said, you know what, it's a lot more fun being engaged in something that's exciting than it's not. You know, I'm telling you, you know, retirement is only doing it on your own terms and doing what you want to do, and not doing it because your business slowed down. But I mean, this is exciting to get up in the morning, you put your feet down on the side of the bed and saying, okay, Lord, I got another one, thank you. So it really is a great time.
I would just like to say, you know, we are honored and very proud and privileged to have all of you. We really are, even though, I mean, we just got to, you know, the pay line is something else, okay? But having you join us, coming from where you came from, you are going to see such a difference, like Guillermo's already seen. You're going to experience something that you wish you know, would have all this time, where you put all your work beforehand. You know, you're going to be so grateful that you're here, and it's just going to be amazing and wonderful when you get to know New Skin a little bit better, when your groups grow. I mean, it really is like growing a family. It really is.
Well, you know.
Pass the Kleenex.
Yeah.
And I really don't usually, do this kind of stuff, but I'm so happy that you guys are
and the point is that, you know, what I wanted to add to this is that, Guillermo, I really appreciate you won't let us down, but I will tell you, this company will never, our 25 years, they've left such deep footprints in the sand that you can tell where they've been, and they will always, always, always do the right thing. And I could tell you stories upon stories when this company was tested, this management was tested. They did things that it will be another day. I will tell you some stories that will really, really make you cry. What they did in Blake Roney, and some of the decisions he made that would have cost him millions upon millions of dollars personally, but he just said, you know what? It's all here because of the distributors. I mean, we're in the boardroom of this billion-dollar company, and you know what? They just said, come on in. You want to use it? Use it.
Yes.
I mean, how many companies would do that?
You know, I feel at home here. I feel at home, and so I look forward to you coming to Mexico sometime, and we'll have the biggest group you can ever imagine.
We're in Mexico.
Well, we're from Mexico City, but we live in Veracruz, which is the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay.
But from there, we're going to start the revolution in Mexico.
Executive in Puebla?
Yes.
Yeah.
Puebla is halfway between Veracruz and Mexico City.
Is that your wife?
It's, yes, Lupita.
Hi. Hey, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, Maureen.
When you're talking to somebody who has taken industry by storm already in their own right and forged ahead and created multi-millions themselves, and do you want to tell them about this because it's significantly easier than what they've been doing, just to save them a little bit of lifespan?
Are they in another network marketing?
Nope.
No, just another business.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. You know,
Can you repeat the question, so just in case?
if somebody's been extremely successful, made millions of dollars in another business,
Yeah.
do you still go after them? Absolutely.
Right, but what is the thing that you can say to somebody that believes they're so successful, but really does
Leverage residual income. I mean, that's the one thing.
Do a
now,
three-way call with Buzz.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Keep it simple.
It's basically, you know,
Just suck it,
that, you know, know what, there's, once, and it took me a while, it took me years to understand the whole power of this. Even though the group grew all of a sudden pretty quickly, and all of a sudden I had this leverage, it just, because you don't know what it means and the value of that until you've done it for a while, or you start playing in real estate and you find out that looked like it was going to make a lot of money, and all of a sudden it was just pulled out from underneath us. Fortunately, we had some money coming in over here. But you know what, I just want to tell you, there's a point, and I'm still trying to figure out how to explain this to somebody. I call it the sweet spot. And if you've ever played sports, the baseball or golf club, there's a sweet spot where you hit it and it just feels. You can just feel it. You can hear it. You know it. You can watch it. Whether it's a golf ball or baseball or whatever. And well, in this network marketing, there's a point where you hit a sweet spot where you're making all the money that you need, not all you want, but all the money you need. And then you get to a point, and you heard a lot of people today talk about this gift, where you almost feel anointed, where you were giving something that was so special and so unique, and you got the benefit of it, and then you realize, my gosh, it's going to pay me forever, and oh my gosh, I can, now, we got children, we got our first grandchild, and we're thinking, my gosh, it's going to be given to them, where you look and you're saying, it's not about me and it isn't about the money. It's about helping other people.
Yeah.
So that's the part I haven't been able to really communicate, because you almost have to be there, and when you get there, you'll wake up one day, that's that sweet spot, and
Yes.
so, but when you're talking to business people, I basically, and you can do it a little bit differently if you've been doing it longer, and I know if you're new, but if I was sitting across the table or on the phone with this person, I just said, listen, I don't know you real well, and you seem like a nice enough guy, but you know what, I know you have a lot of thoughts, but let me just tell you why you should do this. Residual income. Income that will pay you every month forever, whether you go to work or not. That's why you should do it. What I want to do is get him to think, what is he talking about? And he probably won't respond right away, but I've got to get the curiosity up and saying, what is that he's talking about? Because I thought I understood it.
Well, in real estate, that is residual income, so people think. So that would have tore you away from real estate when business was good. If somebody said you really got to think about your actual residual income.
Well, actually, real estate was a fun thing I started doing.
It's fun.
Yeah. My background was 19 years in the restaurant business. I was president, CEO, and part of 18 Wendy's. I was working 80 to 100 hours a week, and I knew that was not residual.
But no one would have, I would never have approached you
I know.
going, wow, you've got 18 Wendy's
Exactly.
and you're looking
But
great.
you know what the other thing is in real estate? It can be fun right now if they're,
Very stressful too.
but they also know those cycles are going to come.
Absolutely.
And so it's not going to last. Fun is not going to be around
Very
forever.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never know what kind of working in their brain.
True.
They might
That's
be
very
thinking,
true.
gosh, I don't feel real secure about this.
But you never know it from the outside.
No,
so
you
when
don't.
Because I
People
know
don't
people
show
like
That's
you.
right. Then
People will
we
not show
They
do
won't
this
show it.
over
That's
and
right.
over
So you're
and
in
over again.
office going, oh, I know that you
Yeah.
can't possibly be happy with your 18
Yeah.
Wendy's and your Ferrari sitting in the
Yeah,
front yard.
yeah.
You can't possibly be
No,
happy.
you wouldn't.
But you
wouldn't
know
say
what,
it that way.
No,
Um,
exactly.
Danny White, the former quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, was the one that was sitting across the table, and he said, I told him I wasn't interested. He presented the whole thing, and he said, Buzz, what is it you're looking for? The smartest move that he made was he asked me.
Okay.
And I said, Danny, you may have to ask that question to 1,000 people, and they have to think about it. I said, I can tell you, I want time. I've got money, and I don't have time. He had just done the whole presentation, and he said, Buzz, what if I could tell you there's a business that you can work out of your home, no boss, no employees, no overhead, be with your family, and create substantial residual income? And I said, poppycock, I don't believe a word of it.
But that's exactly it because you're so used to working so hard.
But then what he did is he worked through it, and he said, well, let me explain it to you. And the more he started explaining what he had, this oil well that just would keep pumping, and I'm thinking, what the heck? And now all of a sudden, I'm getting really serious about this. It's starting to make sense, and he had to tell the whole story all the way over again because I wasn't listening the first time.
That's right, because what's in it for you?
Exactly.
Okay, so that's what it was. He asked you.
Always ask me the question, and you know what? You can, just saying, you know what? I know you're highly successful,
Yeah.
but have you ever thought about having a business that could, income that would come in every single month, even after you were finished working?